Deliverance Network, thank you for joining us yet again. And obviously at the Deliverance Network, I've been sharing many messages that I've received personally. And the Lord has much more to say, which will be coming to you as I've received it in the near future. But in the meantime, I wanted to share a message received through the visionary known as Luz de Maria de Bonilla, featured again from countdowntothekingdom.com. Church approved as it is in our day, I guess approval from her bishop. Please research that. Again, it is private revelation, so for your discernment. This message was from our Lord Jesus Christ through Luz de Maria from September the 1st, 2023. So again, quite recent. And he said, and I'm sharing it because it does tie into many of the things that I have been experiencing as well. He says, "My beloved children, I bless you with my love. So much love is lacking among my children that I must awaken them. Without love, the human being becomes a predator of his brothers and sisters to the point of wanting to dominate them, so that they may act and behave as the predator desires. Humanity has infringed the commandments and takes no account of them for growing in life. This is very dangerous for those who act in this way, since the measure with which you measure will be measured out to you, and still more will be given to you. Children, it is dangerous to go from humility to pride. It only takes one step. People do not perceive it, but when they analyze their way of acting and behaving, if they are sincere with themselves, they will notice that they have crossed over into pride. Everyone should take this into account. Do not say to yourselves, 'It is not for me.' It is for everyone. People with an inflated human ego always know everything, and yet they know nothing. My plans are my plans. I invite you to be generous with yourselves for the good of the soul, and so that you may be certain of what my will is. You see how catastrophes are happening around the earth, how populations are being surprised again and again by nature. The earth sinks, and the rivers suddenly sweep populations away. And yet my children are not ready to belong more to me than to evil. The sun is bringing changes upon the earth, and this will be when you will not have electricity and means of communication. Perhaps then you will stop in your tracks, and some will turn their eyes to me and decide to change. I have warned you about the sun and how it will affect you, but few are preparing for how to survive without electricity and technology. It will be then that my children will be forced to go back to being like their ancestors and use various methods for lighting, cooking, and necessities. My little children, be charitable towards your neighbor. Be fraternal. Do not turn away from your brothers and sisters, so that you may help one another and not perish. Remain on alert. Let each person pray at all times, so that you would be united to my house, so that my mother may hear you, and so that Saint Michael and his legions would be invoked by you. My beloved, these are serious times that you are entering. These are times of ungodliness. It is therefore indispensable that you remain united to my house, united to my mother, and plead for the assistance of Saint Michael the Archangel and his legions. I promise you that to the extent that you are more faithful to me and to my mother, I will assign an additional angel to each one of my children so that they would be guarded as long as they are doers of my will. Continue to pray for my beloved angel of peace. He is the one who will give spiritual support to my people. I will send, protect, and guard him. He is a faithful doer of my will and will encourage you in times of tribulation and loneliness. He is my beloved son and a beloved son of my most holy mother. He will not allow heresies or sacrileges to continue. I am his Lord and his God. Pray, my children, pray for one another so that you may remain faithful to me. Pray, children, pray, pray. Not all phenomena that appear to occur naturally are of nature, but its order and energy are being altered to the detriment of the nations. You will know this when what happens is alarming, unbelievable, and frightening. Not everything that happens is caused by godless men. Pray, children, pray. Disease is coming again. You know how you must protect yourselves. Do not ignore it. I'm just going to pause here for a second and say I believe there's a lot of messages on the website from Luz de Maria that is Revelación Mariana. So check that out, and some resources that have been recommended by heaven for our times. He continued, pray, children, pray. Be creatures of faith and knowledge, so that you would not be led like lambs to the slaughter. Pray, children, pray. Understand and feel my infinite love for you. For all my children, be creatures of peace, of goodness, creatures who do not seek to confront one another, but creatures of mine who seek to take me to every brother and sister in all places. Pray, my children, pray for Italy. It will suffer because of nature. May my peace within you distinguish you as my children, my witnesses. You know how much I love you, and how much I beg you to persevere, so that you may continue going towards my house by my hand and the hand of my most holy mother. Love Saint Michael the Archangel with his legions, and love my archangels and angels. My beloved ones, I have given you all that you need spiritually, so that you would continue asking for the intercession of my saints and blessed ones. Be faithful, do not be fanatics, for fanatics know neither my love, nor my mercy, nor my justice, and they do not respect my designs, being the first to flee in trials. May my blessing descend upon you at all times. I love you, your Jesus. And again, there's a commentary there from Luz de Maria de Bonilla that you can find after the message. It's featured again on countdowntothekingdom.com, and of course on her own website, Revelación Marianas. Excuse me if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. And again, these messages often tie into and resemble the ones that I have shared myself, that I have been receiving. I ask you to discern carefully the signs of the times and the words from those on the watchtower who are asking everyone to stay true to their faith, to Jesus, as the world darkens. Thank you for journeying with us. May God bless.